The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce.
Company's coming for the holiday dinner. Tables all set for the holiday dinner.
Candlelight, gleaming silver, and Scotkins. That's how to set the loveliest Thanksgiving table. For Scotkins are the paper napkin with the rich luster of linen, the rich thickness of linen. And Scotkins last like linen through the whole meal. They're one paper napkin you don't need three of. Scotkins in the polka dot box, featured at food stores now.
Buy Scotkins for the holiday.
Come in.
Here we are, reporting for work.
How are you?
Come on in. Tonight's the night we really put in some work.
Yeah, well, we better. There certainly wasn't much painting done last night.
Oh, but darling, I didn't have all the colors mixed.
And Madge is the official paint mixer.
Yes, sir. Charlie, don't you think really it's a frightful imposition on all our friends? Expecting them to come over and paint
They
in
love
the
it.
evening.
They love it.
They love it,
Well,
but they didn't do any painting, Charlie. I mean, let's face it, last night was a party.
That's right. Get 'em in the mood. Now listen. Stop feeling that it's an imposition. Why, when I phoned everybody and said the Pipers want to get their rooms painted and papered by Thanksgiving, and their painter quit, how about us giving them a hand? Why, everybody was crazy to help out. Boy, you got friends.
Well, we appreciate that, Charlie, but still in all, 10 or 15 people merrily dashing about with paintbrushes in their hands. Gee, you know, it's my new house. And I'm
Look,
kind
I
of
got it
worried.
all organized.
Well,
Now, I did that last night. Fred's in charge of the living room. Sammy's in the dining room.
Yes, and I brought over a marvelous new sandwich spread. I mixed up plenty, so we don't have to bother with the cold sliced meat and all that tonight. Now here's some cookies. And I even brought hot dogs and buns if anybody wants them. Oh, thank you, Madge. Now, you didn't have to do all that.
Now, come on, into your painting clothes, and let's get rolling. Oh, funny! Very funny!
Hi, dear. I wondered where you were.
Oh, I'm still in the kitchen making sandwiches and more sandwiches. Where I was last night. Here, take this other platter in, will you?
Oh, well, my gosh, I'm all paint. Anyhow, I wish you'd come in.
Oh, as the actual painting finally started last time, I looked in, Sammy was dancing with Edith.
Yeah, and you know how jealous Harry is. He keeps glaring at Edith.
Oh, Sammy is harmless. His flirting doesn't mean a thing. He'd run a mile, you know.
Well, the fact remains we were absolutely right. Charlie and Madge meant well, but by golly, a painting party is it's just not working out, that's all. It's a party, all right, but who's painting?
Nobody? Didn't Madge get the paint mixed?
Yes, for the living room. Fred's the only one painting. The rest of the boys are in my den playing gin rummy on the floor.
Oh.
Florence is helping with the living room, too, and I started on the bookcases, but... Oh, look, I wish you would come in and settle any argument.
What argument? What do you mean?
Well, a battle, I should say, that's going on in the front hall, with Madge trying to mix the paint for the dining room and Myra and Elinor telling her what to do. Boy, if you think one woman can't make up her mind what color paint is right, you should hear 3 women at
Oh,
it.
dear. All right. Well, hold the door open while I carry in the sandwiches.
All right, okay, come on,
All right,
come
I'm
on.
going.
What you need is more green.
Green? I don't think she needs more green at all. In fact, I think Madge has put in too much green already.
Oh, dear.
I haven't finished yet. If you would both stand back, please.
For goodness sakes, what is going on? Wait a minute. Isn't this supposed to be the paint for the front hall, Madge?
Yes, darling, yes. And it has got to blend with the living room. And I think it has too much green.
Well, I don't think so at all. In fact, I think it's much too blue.
Blue? I don't call that blue at all. I call that green.
Well, I don't. That's blue to me. And it's much too bluey a blue anyhow. In fact, what it needs is some raw umber to tone it down a bit.
Raw umber, Myra. It certainly does not need raw umber.
Oh, no.
I wish you would remember that I was an interior decorator.
No, not girls. Listen, girls.
Look, why don't you and Elinor help Fred in the living room, Myra?
Yeah, after all, Madge was elected official paint mixer.
Here, have another sandwich. Oh, pass the sandwiches around for me, will you, Myra?
Oh, yes, sure. Who wants another sandwich?
Oh, my goodness, Fred's got one whole wall down in the living room. home.
Yes, I love the way I can't get Fred to lift a finger at home. But he comes over here and apparently just loves painting your house. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry I butted in where I wasn't wanted, Madge. I'll go and wave a paintbrush, which doesn't take any intelligence.
Oh, now, Elinor, wait a minute. Elinor!
Oh,
Really? What is the matter with her?
Oh, look, Elinor always gets her feelings hurt over something.
Well, now listen, if there is one thing I know, it's color. I know, Madge, I know you do. Would you like a hot cup of coffee? No, I just love one. Well, I'll get it right away. Where's your cup?
Hey,
over
George
there.
wants a beer.
I'll get it. I'm going right out to the kitchen.
Say, listen, pal, did you mix up that wallpaper paste?
Oh, yeah. I'll get it, Charlie. We'll see what it looks like.
Okay, I'm in here painting the powder room.
You're all right. I'll get it right away, Charlie.
Honestly, I can see one thing about our new kitchen here. Before we move into it, the workmen have these cupboards much too high. I want them moved down before it's painted and papered. What are you looking for?
Oh, wallpaper paste. Carl Rogers at the paint shop gave me a new paste. I thought I'd mix up just a sample of it, see how it looked before I bought a whole lot,
There's no pails of paste out here, and I don't know why you did that already. We won't be papering until the painting's done.
No, I didn't mix it in a pail. I just mixed up a cupful in a wooden bowl.
Well, I didn't see it there. Now, let me see. Coffee for Madge.
That is right here. There's a brown wooden bowl. Honey,
beer for
I know I put it right here.
Well,
now.
I don't know anything about it, dear. Look around. The place is such a mess. There.
Huh?
What's that on the stepladder? A brown wooden bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Right where you put it, no doubt.
All right. I'm sorry. Well, I thought that was
Oh, darling, you're always so positive, honey. You know, what's the matter?
Well, this certainly turned out funny for wallpaper paste. It's so thick. I mean, it
You probably didn't put in enough water.
So it smells like onions. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, Well, what's the matter? What's the matter? What are you squeaking about?
That must be Madge's sandwich spread she brought over.
Oh, well. By golly, it smells good. Why don't you try it?
Try it? I made sandwiches with what I thought. What did you mix your paste in?
Well, I got a wooden salad bowl. For Pete's sake, you...
This one in the sink?
Well, I don't know. One like it, I guess. I just took one and... For the love of Mike, what have you done?
Made 24 sandwiches with wallpaper paste.
You're kidding.
I must have.
For Pete's sake, how could you? Couldn't you tell from the looks of it?
You know how Madge is. She's no cook at all, and I thought it looked awful. It was so grayish looking, but she said it was a tuna fish spread. So I colored it up a bit with paprika and cut up some parsley and a sweet pickle in it. Didn't you eat a sandwich?
Oh, no, I didn't. I wasn't hungry, and my hands were all paint.
Well, I didn't either. I saw everybody else eating them.
Well, look, let's not worry about it if we haven't had any complaints.
Don't worry about it, for heaven's sakes.
Hi.
Hello, Myra. Come on out.
Madge wants to know what happened to her coffee.
Oh, Madge, I'm sorry. I'll get it right away.
Well, I must say this painting party was certainly a marvelous idea. Simply marvelous. And everybody's having such fun. I love it.
Oh, well, that's good, Myra.
Myra, did you try, did you eat any of the sandwiches?
Oh, yes. Made a pig of myself. Just loved them. You know, you always have something that's different.
Myra, you like the sandwich spread?
Loved it. Of course, there's one thing about me. I can eat anything, and I love to try new things. You know.
Yes, well, you certainly did.
Well, don't give me credit, Myra. That was Madge's. She brought it over. Oh, here's her coffee.
Oh, thank you. Madge, that sandwich spread is simply heavenly.
Oh, thank you, darling. It's very simple, really.
Close the door. Close the door.
Now, listen, I think the less said to everybody, the better.
The less said you out of your mind, we've got to tell them. What if it's poisonous? Well, it might be. What's in wallpaper paste?
Well, I don't know, but I don't think it's poisonous for heaven's sake.
Well, it could be.
Well, wait a minute. Now, where's the package it came in?
Package.
There was a yellow package.
Yellow. Here it is.
Give me.
Here,
Let me look
right
at
there.
it.
Look for where it says ingredients or whatever they say. Frankly, I think we just better rush everybody to the hospital. Why, we never forgive ourselves if anything happened to all our friends.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Our friends would never forgive us if they were heaved into the hospital and put through the ringer, then found out it was nothing.
Look at the paste package. What it says in it?
Well, it doesn't say. I can't... Wait a minute. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll call Carl Rogers.
Oh.
He has the paint shop. I'll call him at home.
Do you think I ought to sort of alert everybody?
No. Now, keep quiet. You want to start a panic? You go in there and try to act as though nothing was wrong. You understand? Look, I'm sure it's not poisonous, but the important thing in an emergency is to keep calm. Now, keep calm, will you?
We'll return to the couple next door in just a moment. Sooner or later, and again, every great star of show business finds his way to CBS Radio's Amos and Andy Music Hall. Nightly, Monday through Friday, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll add new laurels to their fantastic album of entertainment successes. Of course, the main cheese and maker of mischief remains Wiley Kingfish, a man with no peers when it comes to converting Andy Brown's cash into his own. A fast buck was never fast enough to stay ahead of Kingfish. And a fast evening session of fun means the Amos and Andy Music Hall on most of these same stations. By no coincidence, but by careful planning, the same definition fits the Robert Q. Lewis Show, those same evenings on the same network. And we're not taking bows, but just taking time out to be sure you get in on the fun when these great shows lift their curtains at the Star's address. Robert Q. and his friends make variety a very popular word, mainly thanks to RQL's personal way with people and with humor. Listen tonight when CBS Radio serves him up on his fast, popular Robert Q. Lewis Show.
Charlie, man. Come in. Close the door. Get a load of this. Now, look here, Charlie. I'll tell you.
It's funny now, but for the past 10 minutes we have been going crazy.
Madge, you know that sandwich spread that you brought over?
Yeah,
in a wooden bowl, you know?
Yeah.
Well, listen, the wallpaper paste that I mixed up was in a wooden bowl, too, you know? You begin to get the story, Charlie?
No.
What in the world are you talking about?
Oh, Madge, I got them mixed up and used the wallpaper paste for the sandwiches.
Yeah.
I made the sandwiches with wallpaper paste.
You're kidding.
No. Look, it's not poisonous, you know. I called Carl Rogers.
Yeah.
It's made of wheat, but
wheat.
get this. Yeah, just wheat. Myra walked out and she says...
Wheat,
we said to her, how was the sandwich spread? And she says, oh, simply marvelous. She said, you heard her, man. She thought it was marvelous.
Charlie, we don't want to tell anybody. And a few minutes ago, I said very casually to Elinor, how did she like the spread? And she said, frankly, she thought it was rather flat. She couldn't taste anything but pickle.
Pickle? How can you do pickle in the wallpaper paste?
Well, I thought it was the sandwich spread, and it looked so awful. I doctored it up a bit with pickles and parsley and paprika. Didn't you eat a sandwich, Charlie?
No, Madge and I are dieting. Nothing between meals. Otherwise, we'd have noticed
Yeah.
it. Oh, boy. This kills me.
Well, what kills me is anybody mistaking my marvelous sandwich spread for wallpaper paste.
Oh, now, Madge. I knew you brought it in one of those plain wooden bowls like ours. I mean, it looked so unappetizing, I just doctored it a bit, dear.
No, my drab, unappetizing cooking has to be doctored.
Madge, baby, it wasn't your sandwich spread. It was wallpaper paste.
It is certainly true. When you try to do things for people, it's always unappreciated. Excuse me.
Hey, Madge, what got into her?
Yeah, I thought she'd think it was as funny as we did.
No, I should have known. There's one thing women have no sense of humor about. Their cooking. Of course, why you, honestly, dear, really, why you would mix wallpaper paste in one of my good wooden salad bowls to begin with. Madge!
How do you like that? Now it's my fault.
You can't win, pal. You just can't win.
You can't win.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce and is produced by Walter